Ooh, the smell of garlic and fish sauce really takes me back to Thailand. I was surprised they did not use this in the Epicurious recipe. Oh, look, nice color. Alright.
Alright, it's good.
Oh. Hi, Tomodachis.
Hello, this is Makoto.
And this is Eric.
This is Luca.
I don't know if you can tell, but we will be making pad thai.
Pad Thai.
Yes. And pad thai is, I guess, found almost everywhere. If you go to Thailand and even overseas. And so we wanted to make a simple recipe for all of you, and hopefully you enjoy. So if you want to see more cooking videos like this, feel free to give us a like and subscribe. And yeah, let's get on with it. Pad Thai itself is not a super difficult dish, but there are a lot of components that you need to get ready before you start making your dish. So first of all, we're going to start with our protein. And today we'll be using shrimp. So this is Mexican shrimp.
Not as big as king used.
Not as big as king shrimp, but these are okay. We don't want a huge shrimp in our pad thai.
Yeah.
And we're going to use these rice stick noodles for our pad thai. This is, I think, 3 millimeters wide. And that's a very nice size to use for pad thai. For our sauce, rather, we're going to use some coconut sugar and some Golden Mountain sauce. So this is a flavored soy sauce. We're just going to use a little bit for some extra flavor. A little bit of chili flakes because we want it spicy.
Nampra.
So that's fish sauce.
Tamarind paste.
So tamarind is this sort of bean-looking, I don't know how to call it, fruit that hangs from the trees.
Peanuts. And the dried shrimp. And the vinegar. And this is the sweet pickle radish.
And if you can't find that, you could also use Japanese pickled radish, takuan.
And eggs. And how many vegetables?
And for our vegetables, we're using shallots, garlic, bean sprouts, scallions, garlic chives, and this is for garnish, or for a little bit of the sauce that we're going to make later, chilies. Okay, so first thing we want to do is soak our noodles, and that's going to take about an hour.
It's a warm water.
And we want to prepare also some condiments for after the pad thai is done. So one of the most famous components is a chili vinegar, and you usually see that on the stall table. It's very easy. We're just going to slice these and put them in the vinegar. And this is just regular white vinegar. You can use rice wine vinegar, but in Thailand it's usually white vinegar.
So Epicurious pad thai level 1 was beef.
Yes, that was not the right kind of noodle for pad thai. But that's why he's level 1, right?
Yeah. John, right?
Yeah.
Alright, soak up noodle.
Alright, so this is our chili vinegar. It's just got chilies and vinegar, and we're going to make one more condiment, which is fish sauce with chilies. So in Thailand, lots of things with chilies.
Next, gonna grill peanuts.
Right, so then we're just going to top it off with some fish sauce, and we can use this to season our pad thai later as well. You can cover it and leave it in the refrigerator, and the chili flavor will go inside. And you can use it on fried rice, you can use it on pad thai, anything really.
Fire.
Condiments. Usually the third condiment is chili powder, and the fourth is sugar. And if you go to Thailand, you'll see this usually in the middle of the table with the little tray.
Yeah. Maybe 4, right?
Yeah.
Regularly.
So the fourth one is sugar, but you don't need to use sugar if you don't want to.
We love spicy food.
Yes.
Egg fried rice by Jiaozi, also good. That was.
That one, yes. That one was quite spicy. Because we used a lot of sambal in it. Sambal belichan.
Yeah.
3 or 4 cloves of garlic. Lots of garlic. We're going to need quite a few shallots, actually. So maybe about the same amount of shallots. Alright, so we want to get everything ready so that when we're cooking, it's very quick. It is the most Thai smell that I can think of.
So Eric grew up in Bangkok, Thailand.
That's right. Krum Thep.
Sayam.
Just rough chop. Roughly chopped.
just to soften it up.
Ah.
I was surprised they did not use this in the Epicurious recipe.
Oh.
King, level 2, level 1, nobody used dried shrimp. But this is actually quite an important part of pad thai.
And this one is the soaked noodles already.
Yes. How are they coming along? Getting softer, I think. Yeah. And what we want is to brown the peanuts a little bit so they start to get a nice sort of golden, dark brown color. So we're going to use atsage, which is a fried Japanese style tofu. Very firm. And we're just going to cut it into strips. So let's cut this in half first.
So the Epicurious videos, King used the atsage tofu.
He did, yes.
Yeah, flying.
So it looks almost the same, actually. And you want the tofu to be kind of firm because if you use silken or soft tofu, it's just going to fall apart when you fry it.
Maybe level 1 didn't use the tofu.
He just used lots of chicken, I think. So we're going to slice up our scallions next. Let's just get rid of the root area. Let's slice them diagonally like this. That way we get some nice diamond-shaped cuts like this. And we don't want them too fine because it's nice to have these chunks inside. All right, next is our garlic chives. We're going to do the same thing. Garlic chives, let's cut those ends off and slice them on the bias. Slice them on the bias.
Right, peanuts color changed.
Yeah, look how brown they are.
Yeah.
Ah, perfect. So next we want to make the most important part of the flavor, the sauce. So for the sauce, what we're going to use is 3 big spoonfuls of coconut sugar. So palm sugar. This is extracted from the syrup that comes out of the bark, and they cook it down until it becomes very thick. Very thick, right?
Very thick.
If you don't have palm sugar, you can substitute with maybe light brown sugar might be a good substitute.
Oh, really?
If you cannot find palm sugar. We're going to add about 3 big spoonfuls of water. So 1, 2, 3. And the most important part of this sauce, the tamarind paste. We're going to add 4 big spoons. So that's what adds that sort of sour, fruity, tangy flavor to pad thai. People think it's lime, but it's usually not lime, it's tamarind paste. And lastly, we're going to add 2 big spoons of fish sauce. So this is Mega Chef Gold Medal fish sauce. It's one of my favorite ones. So,
King
1 and 2. Okay. And once it does, we're going to add just a dash of this Golden Mountain sauce. All right, while that is coming to a simmer, let's chop up the peanuts.
It has a lot of ingredients from Thailand.
Yes, to remind me of home. Because can't travel this year, right? So does it smell like pad thai yet?
Oh yeah, already. Already pad thai smell.
Looking all melted together.
Already, yeah.
Okay, and then we're just going to cook it until all the flavors get to know each other and it sort of thickens up a little bit.
Shrimp.
Today is Mexican shrimp.
Oh, Mexican shrimp. Okay.
Very far away.
Yeah.
So peeling shrimp's always very easy. And shrimp actually is used in a lot of Thai dishes as well. The soup being the most famous, tom yum goong.
Tom yum goong is tasty.
Yes. So let's cut these down the center. And just check if we need to remove the vein. Yes, there's a vein. See that? The vein. We just pull that out. And we have a nicely deveined shrimp ready to go. Now that we have everything in place, finally, we have everything lined up and ready to go. So the first thing we want to do is to cut up our soaked noodles so they're not so long.
Okay.
A little bit of this Golden Mountain seasoning sauce.
Oh, Golden Mountain.
Just a little bit. So I think we're going to use all of the shallots. Let's use all of the shallots, all of the tofu, most of the garlic. Let's say a good 3 tablespoons of garlic. Yes, so be sure to have your stripped radish. This is sweet pickled radish.
Oh, it's important.
Yes, it's long.
Oh.
And we just want a couple of bunches, small bunches of this. This is a very important part of pad thai as well. Today we're going to use 4 eggs.
So Epicurious King Chef.
Yes, Chef King. We want to try his pad thai wrapped in an omelette.
Must be. I think.
Of course, we're not going to use those expensive ingredients like the giant prawns, but We just wanted to see if it was nice wrapped up like this. And we cut the noodles just so they're easier to eat.
Yeah.
You don't want to have this really long noodle when you're eating, you know? All right, so shall we begin cooking?
Okay.
Medium high, I think. And you just want this water to evaporate, because if you have water in the pan, if hot oil hits that water, it's gonna splash everywhere. So we're just gonna wait for the water to evaporate. Add a little bit of our vegetable oil, canola oil. Or add our shrimp. And just put them over. Oh, look, nice color. But splashing quite a bit. Wow. Because the shrimp are wet. That's why you have to be a bit careful. Okay. Garlic, shallot, and tofu.
They're very pad thai.
Yes, these are very pad thai ingredients. Just going to top it off a little. You don't want to be stingy with oil because the noodles will stick together if you don't have enough oil. Our dried shrimp, just a couple of tablespoons will be fine.
For pad thai, this is the king of flavor.
Yes, because it does have that sort of umami goodness inside. And see, we use the firm tofu so it's not falling apart when we're stirring. A bit more oil on top. Add our sauce. This is the sauce we prepared earlier. Alright, we're just going to add a little bit of water to loosen up our pad thai. So not all of it, just a little bit. And the rest we're going to save for our omelette.
Okay.
Let's stir our noodles back into it. Return our shrimp. We're going to add our scallions, a nice handful of scallions. A nice handful of garlic chives. A nice handful of bean sprouts. Some of our chopped peanuts, so maybe a couple handfuls. We're going to stir that together. Alright, and in a separate frying pan, while we wait for it to heat up, let's add a little bit of oil to it. Oh, nice sound. So, we just stir it around. The remainder of our eggs. Oh, nice and bubbly. Spread our eggs around. And I think not all of our pad thai is going to fit, so we're going to put maybe half of our pad thai. Alright, so let's add a little bit of our finished pad thai. Wow. Looks pretty tasty.
Yeah.
So, okay. Alright.
Alright, it's good. Okay.
Come on. You can do it, omelette.
Come on, omelette. No break yet.
Don't break. Please don't break. Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Wow. Okay, and to garnish it, let's make it look very pretty. So we want to serve it with some extra bean sprout. Add some of our garlic chives on the side. And how about a couple lime wedges? Oh, that looks nice. And lastly, let's crumble up some peanuts over. So there you have it, everyone. This is our Chef King from Epicurious inspired pad thai. All right, so now we have to taste it. So we've completed our pad thai today.
Oh, so nice omelette.
So this is King style from Epicurious. 4 levels of pad thai.
Yeah, this is not only omelette,
But pad thai inside.
Pad thai inside.
But this is a very interesting presentation for today.
Shall we eat first?
Yeah, let's try it.
Ooh. Wow.
Wow. Still steaming too. All right. Itadakimasu. Oh. Oh, that's nice.
That's a nice combination.
I understand. Yeah, egg works.
Chef King is right.
Yeah, for this one. It all works so well. I see. I'm going to add a little bit of our condiments that we made. So this is actually one of my favorites, the chili vinegar. So I'm just going to add a couple of spoonfuls. Maybe throw some chilies on top as well. And some of our fish sauce. That lime just adds that super fresh flavor. The shrimp is nice and bouncy. Puru-puru.
Very Thai flavor.
Definitely so. One of the Tomodachis mentioned that in Malaysia they also have a version where they wrap the fried rice in an omelette. And it's called Pattaya style. I'm not sure why Pattaya style, but if you order a Pattaya style fried rice, it's inside an omelette, like in a package.
Pattaya is one of the location name in Thailand.
It's a beach area. So I think today's experiment is successful. Of course, we didn't use the giant prawns like King did. But even this way is very nice. Thai food's always fun in the sense that if you're eating street food, they give you these condiments so you can make it the flavor you like. That way you can please basically everyone. But like, the taste of pad thai is quite complicated, don't you think? It's difficult to describe unless you're eating it.
My brother loved pad thai.
Ah, yes, he
So
does.
he called his own boxing ring name pad thai.
Because it's also Thai boxing, right?
Yeah, Muay Thai, right?
Yep. So definitely, if you guys want to try making a little bit of Bangkok in your home, give pad thai a try. It's nice and simple once you get all the ingredients together. And yeah, it's a great after work meal. But anyway, if you want to see more of us cooking and more of us reacting, feel free to give us a like and subscribe. And we'll see you next time.
Sawadee krab.
Sawadee krab. I think if you didn't have any chicken or shrimp, even just tofu like this would be good.